Hey guys, welcome back. For this lesson, we're going to program something called Hello World, which is a very classic thing to learn as a beginner in Java. Um, the thing about Hello World is a very basic concept. It's just the way you type something and it returns out the result for a console. So basically, the console, like when you're printing something out. Um, so um, First thing first. So how do you actually code in Java? So first, this is just a basic plain text, nothing here, right? So this is like untitled, nothing. So just plain. First, you need to save. Just go to this file and save. If you're using the Mac, shortcuts Command S. For Windows, is Control and S. So click on save, and well, I'll just make a new folder. Let's just call it for code lingo Java lesson. All right, so I'll call this for hello world of Java. So the interesting part here is that, as you notice, I write the hello world with the uppercase, not the lowercase as a beginning. The reason is that in Java is a standard way to write the with the uppercase as a start with something, with a word or whatever. So, and the other part is that usually in human language we have, if you're going to write something, you have to write hello and space world, right? But in Java, you just write everything in one word together. So if you actually let's say if you write something long word, something long words like I liked to go to school and eat hamburgers. You see, this is really difficult to read, So the reason we actually have uppercase is to make it easier to read. So if I write, I like to go to school. Okay, maybe it's not the easy way to explain, but it's kind of, you do get the idea though, because it's much more easier to read it this way compared to the if actually writing everything in lowercase, So like writing like eating hamburgers in U, right? This is so hard to actually see it, but let's write eating hamburgers in U. Much more easier to read. So anyway, let's start with hello world. You have to write hello world, and extension needs to be .java, and then click on save. So you can write the two things you can do it in the I did in Sublime the tutorial, the useful tips for the shortcuts code in the Java. You can write the public class hello world curly brackets public static void main string args curly bracket. So this is the way you have to write down. If you actually want the shortcuts way, which I really like to do it because it takes time to write, it's kind of pain in the ass to actually just write everything manually all the time. Just write PCM and you get the class and main, those are the shortcuts. So if you click on there, you see it will just start to generate the class and the public, the header, the public static void and the main, So the next step, we have to write down hello world. So the first thing you need to write is the system.out.println and semicolon. So as you can see, the print line here is a way the Java. It's a way the Java has the method to print something, which is like showing the result to the console. And the bracket here is the method. But we are not going to talk about method and how it works in this tutorial. This is like way later, So we're just going to stick to something very basic. So anyway, the system out of print line, and you have to add double quotes in here to make something comments. You write hello world and then compile and run. You see, this hello world is printing out to the console, and that's how you do it. And by the way, just in case I forgot to say it, you have to actually start to memorize the whole thing here. So my big tips to you is just write, write everything in the hand. Just type everything manually as a beginning. Because the more you type, the better you'll get used to this stuff. Typing codes and stuff like that. So it's something I actually recommend you to do it. So anyway, and the other part is that when you see it's a system here, it's a uppercase here. It's actually, if you write a lowercase letter, you will get the error right here. So let's compile it. You see one error. It says line 15 error, package system does not exist, which basically means the system it's the Java has the own package, or you could say the tool. Think it's like a tool that's already doesn't have any. It doesn't exist. So you have to write big uppercase to actually let the Java recognize. Oh, we got a tool here. So we're gonna use the system tool here, and the system tool has something called out in here, and inside the out tool we got something print line. So that's how it works. Let's compile again and run. So that's it. That's for this tutorial, and I hope you guys had fun. So thank you for watching. See you in the next lesson.